What's going on, everyone? Cap24 here, back for another play out of the Seattle Seahawks playbook. And today we're going to look at the curls X go, and it's something I like to use as a base play. Now, I want to make sure that you understand what I mean when I call base play a base play. And what it is, it's going to be a base of my offense, something that I can build around, something I'm going to call several times a game. Typically, it's going to beat all coverages, and it's going to have easy reads to where I'm okay taking my check down, I'm okay taking a few yards at a time, but there's specific plays that I'm calling throughout the game to get a temperature check on what my opponent is running. And I'm looking for little things while I'm doing the play to kind of understand what adjustments they're doing on defense. So let's go ahead and take a curls X go. And a lot of times when I'm doing one of these, I want to do a smash concept. And I'm going to base this around the B receiver. Okay, a smash concept is typically something that you're going to have a corner route by the Y and a hitch underneath it. So I like to do this to the short side of the field, and I'm going to block the RB. For this play, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the X, I'm going to put him on a post, I'm going to motion him in. I'm going to do several different setups throughout this video of things I like to do for this base play, so I want to make sure that you guys see each one. This is the first one. All I'm doing on this play is I want to really throw it to the B receiver. The B receiver is somebody that is going to get open against all coverages that is not doing hard flat. And in Madden 21, you're not going to see a whole lot of hard flats. Okay, so that is something that I want to make sure you understand. Now, what we're going to do on this is we're going to check several different things and kind of look at it from a study the play situation as we go. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go into replay and show you exactly what I'm looking for so I know what I want to do for the next play. So I'm going to hike the ball. You're going to see here, we're going to throw it to the B and get an easy catch. Okay, now let me show you what I'm looking for real time as far as looking at the replay, what I'm looking to do. First thing I'm looking at is the safeties. In this instance, I'm expecting the safeties to spread out because I'm looking at the alignment of the defense, and they're looking like they're in cover 2. Once I see that the safeties spread out, I know that it's going to be cover 2. I don't see any safeties coming down. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyes off the play, and I'm going to look over here at this cornerback on the outside. If he goes ahead and gives a chuck like he does there, I know it's cloud flats. It's not soft squats. Soft squats do not chuck. So that's something that I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at for myself. Say, okay, I got a chuck. The guy is in cloud flats. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw the ball to him. Okay, I don't want to complicate it anymore. Once I throw it to him, let me just go ahead and change my eyes. Right, once I throw it to him over here, I'm going to catch the ball and be good. Right now, the next thing I do once I catch this, I'm going to look post play at this player right here. Okay, I want to know if he's in a mid read or a deep blue. And the way I put the post on that play, I know that the guy never got enough depth, meaning that he's not in a deep blue. That's something that I want to know for, down the line or potentially next play. What you're going to see is on this type of throw, we're getting 5-6 yards. It's not a big threat to the defense. So I find more often than not that the people are going to go back to it. Okay, they're not seeing that, wow, I was going to get beat here, I was going to get beat there. It looked like it was a check down, that was it. Okay, now, typically speaking, if I know that they're not playing deep blue, they're in cover 2 cloud flat, I can dial up a cover 2 bomb, and a lot of the times, I would say 50-50, you're going to have that bomb. So that's what a temperature check type play is, right? Now, let me just go over this play one more time to kind of show it to you that it's not just the one option. I typically will want to go either A or B, okay? And the rest of the players are just to kind of give us the options. If they jump after B, then the A is going to get open, right? A is going to just box up, throws it, and we're good to go, okay? So it's a 1-2 thing. A lot of times what you're going to see is that people that see this post in the slot position are looking at it as a bomb play. So they usually back up, and that's going to give us, from a user standpoint, attacking him, hitting the A when he stops. Okay, so that's setup number 1. Setup number 2 is we're going to show you something about the outside cornerback. Okay, the outside cornerback on the right, he will do the same exact thing if you put the Y on a streak. Okay, and this is important to know because we're going to show you something else after this. So if the Y goes vertical up the numbers, or if he breaks to the right, the cornerback's going to back up. So we're going to do this. We're going to see this. And you have that ability to throw the guy pretty easily right there. And you have a good opportunity to go with it. Now you'll notice that with that type of setup, what you're going to be able to create is a little bit more room for the ability to do a high-low. The high-low beating 15 as the first player. But if you've got time, what you're going to notice is that this guy is going to come across and get open, right? Because you're driving back the safety. So I'll show you that here. So this setup is really going to be something that, okay, we've lulled them to death on the first setup. This setup is going to be now something that we're going to be able to hit the X. But you're going to know that the B is going to drive that guy back, right? You're still trying to hit the B. Now you're throwing it. And the only way you can throw this is when you wait for the guy to come back, okay? So it is a style, and this is going to be more of a style where I'm going to throw the B first. If not, I'm going to roll out right. Now I want to talk about how we can get the player above the B, the cornerback, to stick to the B like glue in order to get the X open easier. All we're going to do in this instance is we're going to put the Y on a post, the A on a drag, move this guy over, and put him on that post, okay? Now the reason why this works is because now the Y is running away from the cornerback. So once the Y goes to the inside of the numbers, to the left side of the numbers, the cornerback is going to read that I only have one threat, and that's the B. He's going to stop backpedaling, and he's going to cover the B. You're still going to be able to hit the B if you do it right away, and I'll show you that right away. Go ahead here, throw it to the B, you're good, right? If you wait a half a second longer, that cornerback would be in his hip pocket. And I'm going to show you that right now, where if he does that, now you have the ability to hit to the X really easily without having to drive back the safety on the right. So watch that corner. He's going to back up initially, and then he's going to get into the B's hip pocket once the Y turns to the left. Watch this here. Now he's going to get in his hip pocket, and we're going to be able to throw this ball pretty easily over there, okay? So what we're doing is we're creating a way to get predictive results from that cornerback depending on what we're putting on the field. So now the user really has to worry about, do I cover the B? Do I cover the Y to the left? Do I cover the X to the right? And kind of work it out. Now once we see this, we put the A on the drag. We're going to be able to see if they jump the X across the field to the right, we're going to be able to throw this ball to the left. And basically use our ability to run after the catch. So you're really putting the user in conflict, and the main thing I typically will do on this play is attack the B. The B is the guy that I just want my 5 yards, 6 yards, and then as I get more comfortable in noticing that his players are not getting to me, or he's sending less and less because he can't stop me, then I'm going to start looking for deeper routes, better options, okay? Now that's how this all works against cover 2. I'm going to flip modes to now cover 3, and you're going to notice that if you're going against cover 3, especially if it's a type of base align so they don't know what coverage you're in, we're going to set this up like we would if we were going against the first one, right? I messed up on the X. Let me put him on the post and then move him over. But this is the first setup, right? Against cover 3, you're still going to get the B. Now, when you're looking at the safeties, you're going to see that one of the safeties rotates down, still being able to hit the B, right? You're going to be able to catch that pretty easily, but you notice that the guy would come down. So what you're going to end up seeing is that you're going to have an ability to, attack accordingly, right? Now, one of the things I like to do against cover 3 is that once I start running this and they keep on seeing that I want to hit the B, I want to hit the B, I want to hit the B, I'm going to do the same rendition of this play. I'm going to move this guy in, and now I'm going to change one route on the field. And that's going to be the B route to a smoke screen. And because that route is behind the line of scrimmage, the outside cornerback does not recognize it as a vertical route, and he will jump the Y route, leaving the X open for a normal cover 3 bomb. So if you start seeing that they're not covering the X, or not, using the X as a viable threat, and they're not doing what they need to on it, just put that B on that. And what you're going to notice here, I'm going to get kind of caught here, but you're going to see how this guy is going to get over the top and be able to get some good yards, okay? So what we're doing is we're taking a base play. We're looking at the options of knowing I got the B, I got the B, I got the B. but I'm reading the defense of what they're doing, how the user is playing, how the adjustments are on the field to kind of set up my next play. So this is kind of one of those things that I really like when it comes to using this as a base. And this setup right here is really tough on a user because of the way, and you can leave the A on its normal route depending on what it is, just because of the way that Y and X are crisscrosses. That's really, really tough. And if you get a blitz, you know that you've got B right on the initial, right? That's the initial throw. You can throw that all day long. If you miss it, then you got the guy behind him. This play, when I say will open up your offense, it really does. It's something that you can call continuously. I would say I call this 5 to 10 times a game when it comes to, it's my glorified run play, if that makes sense, where I need 3 or 4 yards. I'm going to hit that hitch. I'm going to hit the hitch. I do like to put the smash concept to the short side of the field and be able to work it out that way. Now, you can use this in different ways as well. You can move the A over, and it's not going to change anything. Basically, we have some different route combinations that we've done in the past where we move the A over. That YB is going to be the only 2 routes you need on the right side to make this work. So if you have any other options that you want to change things up and just kind of have a little bit of a 1-2 combination on the left, maybe we just put this X on a smart routed end, right? Something like this. And all you're doing right now is making sure that you always have the YB on the right, and you're just mixing up what you want to do on the left. So this type of base play is really nice to use. It's got a lot of options to it, and you want to make sure you mix it in enough to make them respect and worry about things where you're going to open up your whole offense. Because if you continue to when they try to find an answer for this play, they're going to reveal how you can attack them with the next. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Hopefully you guys can use this right away. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate it. We'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbook.gg for the most detailed game plans in Madden.